Lasky here. Thank you for the opportunity to make a statement on this matter today. Last week saw the deadline for early retirement in the public and civil service, and these retirements have presented challenges and will continue to do so for some time yet. Of course they will, and that cannot be argued against. But not the kind of apocalyptic challenges that the irresponsible rhetoric of the opposition and some sections of the media would have us believe. Upwards of 7,000 people applied for this scheme, which represents less than 3% of staff serving in the public service. This is a significant number indeed, but to listen to opposition rhetoric in the build-up to the February 29th, one would believe that there was to be a mass exodus from the public sector. This was not the case, and I would hope that we may see a maturing of the debate throughout 2012 and a move away from the reckless hysteria which has defined it so far. The entire debate, in my view, needs to shift focus from the number of people in the public sector and move towards how we can reform the public sector so it can deliver efficiency, productivity and the kind of public service that our people deserve. The good news is that we have an agreement in place which can deliver these reforms. The Croke Park Agreement at its core is a bargain. On the one hand, the government protects the pay, including increments, and jobs in the public sector from 2010 to 2014. This is in return for, and this part always seems to be ignored by the media, improved efficiencies and improved productivity. The title of this debate today again tends to focus attention on the first part of the bargain, that is, the pay and numbers in the public sector, and shifts attention away from the other side of the bargain, namely delivering improvements in productivity. People need to ask the question, what is the Croke Park Agreement stopping us from doing? And the answer is simply nothing. We have an opportunity now to radically reform the public sector with the cooperation of the trade unions. The Croke Park Agreement offers the best opportunity we have to improve how our civil and public services are run, to make them more efficient, to make them more productive, and to ensure that the best possible services are provided to the public. And yet there are dissenting voices to this agreement, not just in the media, but even in this House, and indeed from some members of Fine Gael or partners in government. What do these dissenters want? Do they want further cuts in public service pay? Do they want further cuts in public sector numbers? What would that achieve? Strikes, industrial action and a spiralling of confidence and morale in the country would most definitely result. That is not what Ireland needs at this very critical time for our economy. Full implementation of the Croke Park Agreement is a no-brainer, and all stakeholders must work towards this, and the naysayers must stop. The Minister needs to lead the way, and I believe that he is doing so. Secretary-Generals of government departments must examine their entire departments to identify waste in all its forms and eliminate it. Well-paid senior managers in the public service must step up to the plate. Line managers must do the same. Public service managers must do what private sector managers have had to do for years in order to stay competitive. That is, they must deliver improvements and manage change, and they must be held absolutely accountable for doing so. Finally, our public sector workers do a very important and at times unappreciated job. They look after our sick, fight crime, teach our children, clean our streets, and provide many more services which very often are taken for granted. The public versus private sector debate, which is promoted in certain sections of the media, needs to stop, and stop now. It is our public service and we must appreciate it, but we must also challenge it. We must at all times seek to improve it, and we have an absolute responsibility to make it more cost effective. And this must continue on an ongoing basis and not just for the period of any one agreement. Thank you.